Could Deion Sanders really land a four-star defensive line monster over Bill Belichick? Colorado football might be on the verge of its most shocking recruiting win yet, and it all centers around Tufanua Ionatana Umu-Cais, or as fans are already calling him, T.I. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. This one's about to get wild. T.I. isn't just another recruit. He's a game wrecker on the defensive line and Colorado's top-ranked player for the class of 2026. Standing tall, playing bigger, and bringing championship experience from the high school level, he's now got 5 powerhouse programs battling for his commitment. And right at the front of that battle, the Colorado Buffaloes. Umu-Cais dropped his top 5 schools on social media, lighting up X with a post that had fans buzzing. His finalists, Colorado, UCLA, Washington, Oklahoma, and North Carolina. A loaded list. But the headline? Deion Sanders and the Buffs are in the fight, and possibly leading. Now here's the twist. Coach Prime wasn't even present during T.I.'s official visit to Boulder. Yet even without Sanders on the ground, the Buffaloes' coaching staff left a serious impression. T.I. himself said it. What stood out most was how the staff stepped up in Prime's absence. That's culture. That's chemistry. And that's exactly what recruits are watching for. In his own words, I did not have a player host because me and the other recruits hung out with Coach Domata Pico and some of the staff members. What really surprised me was how the rest of the staff picked up and ran it with Deion Coach Prime, Sanders, not being present. T.I. told 247 Sports, "Let's not forget, this kid is dominant." In 2024, he anchored the defensive line for his high school squad, racking up 75 tackles and leading them to 13 wins and a 5A state championship. The guy's a proven winner, and he's versatile. While he's being recruited primarily as a defensive lineman, he's also got reps on the offensive line. Guard, tackle, inside, edge. Umu-Cais has played it all. That's the type of raw, natural athleticism you can't coach. And that fits right in with what Coach Prime is building in Boulder. In 2024, Colorado's defense was dominant. The Buffaloes led the Big 12 in both sacks and tackles for loss. Imagine dropping T.I. into that system, that mindset, that aggressiveness. It's a perfect storm. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. While Sanders is building swagger and speed in the Rockies, he's not the only coaching legend involved in this race, because standing across from him is Bill Belichick. Yes, the Bill Belichick, the 6-time Super Bowl champ, the defensive mastermind, now at the helm of North Carolina football. Belichick's presence alone brings instant NFL credibility, and Umu-Cais has noticed. Both Sanders and Belichick are pursuing another top prospect too, 3-star defensive lineman Manoah Faupusa. The battle lines between two of the greatest football minds are officially drawn, and T.I. is right in the middle of it. Let's talk strategy. Colorado's class of 2026 has been off to a slow start, only 4 commits so far. They're currently ranked number 105 in the country and dead last in the Big 12. But that number doesn't tell the full story. The Buffs' top commit, 4-star safety Preston Ashley, a serious weapon in the secondary. Alongside him, Colorado has 3 more verbal commits. 3-star tight end Gavin Mueller, defensive lineman Domata Pico Jr., and cornerback Morris Williams. Here's the difference with Colorado. Sanders doesn't overload on recruits. He focuses on immediate impact. He's looking for guys who can play now, not sit for years. He's building fast, athletic, aggressive football. That approach makes every commit critical. And that makes Umu-Cais even more valuable. If he picks Boulder, he's not just another name in the rotation. He's suiting up and possibly starting day one. Let's be clear, Umu-Cais isn't a lock for Colorado. Every one of his 5 finalists brings something to the table. Washington has a history of churning out elite linemen and just made a deep postseason run. UCLA offers West Coast spotlight, and top-notch facilities. Oklahoma is a perennial powerhouse with NFL ties all over the coaching staff. North Carolina, with Belichick steering the ship, has the ultimate X factor. But no school has more momentum, flash, or national attention than Colorado. What Deion Sanders has done in 2 years is nothing short of revolutionary. And this decision won't just impact one program, it could shift the balance of power in recruiting for years to come. Because if Colorado lands T.I., an elite, in-state, 4-star recruit over powerhouses like OU, UNC, and even Belichick, it sends a clear message. That prime time isn't just here for the headlines, he's building a dynasty.